talk on occupational hazard and their impact on the respiratory. For International Workers' Day, May 1st. The title is Breathing in Danger, Protecting Worker from Occupational Respiratory Hazard. I am Dr. Rajendra Nanavre, pulmonologist, Mumbai, Bharat. Good morning and my heartfelt greetings on the occasion of International Workers' Day. Today, as we honor the contribution of workers across all sectors, it is equally important to shed light on a silent, persistent threat that many workers face daily. An occupational hazard, especially those that affect the respiratory system. So, in an introduction, occupational hazard are health risks faced by workers due to their work environment or occupation. This may include physical, chemical, biological, ergonomic, and psychosocial hazard. Among these, exposure to airborne pollutant, gases, dust, fumes, and chemical is particularly dangerous. It is often damaging the respiratory tract and leading to occupational lung disease. Types of respiratory hazard in the workplace. Let us explore some of the common respiratory risks. Dust exposure 1. Worker in mining, construction, agriculture and textile are exposed to silica, coal, cotton or organic dust. Prolonged exposure can lead to disease like silicosis, cold worker pneumoconiosis and dizziness. So, second is the fume and gases. Welders, mechanics and industrial workers are exposed to metal fumes and gases like nitrogen dioxide and ozone. These can cause acute bronchitis, asthma, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, that is COPD. Chemical vapors. In industry like paint, dye, rubber, and pharmaceutical, exposure to volatile chemicals can lead to hypersensitive pneumonitis, chemical pneumonitis, or even occupational asthma. Fourth is a biological agents. Healthcare workers, farmers, and lab staff are at risk of inhaling bacteria, fungi, or animal proteins. This may lead to tuberculosis, farmer's lung, or occupational hypersensitivity. Common occupational respiratory diseases. First is a pneumoconiosis, a group of lung diseases caused by inhalation of inorganic dust, for example, silicosis, asbestosis. Second is the occupational asthma, triggered by exposure to allergen or irritant at the workplace. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, that is a COPD. It is worsened by long-term exposure to chemical fumes or dust. Tuberculosis. Occupational in healthcare and mining workers face a higher risk of contracting tuberculosis due to overcrowding, poor ventilation, and compromised immunity. Lung cancer strongly associated with exposure to asbestosis, diesel, exhaust, and certain industrial chemicals. Pathophysiology of occupational lung. It damages when the harmful particles or gases are inhaled over time. They deposit in the airway or alveoli. The lung respond with inflammation or fibrosis. Over months or years, this leads to lung tissue remodeling, airway narrowing, or irreversible damage. Symptoms include chronic cough, which could be dry, breathlessness, wheezing, and reduced lung function. Impact on the worker and society. Occupational respiratory illness cause loss of income due to absenteeism, lead to permanent disability or early retirement, increase healthcare costs and burden the family, affect mental health leading to depression or anxiety. Prevention and workers' protection. Engineering control first in prevention. Improve ventilation, enclose source of dust, fume, use wet processes to reduce airborne particles. Second is the administrative control. Rotate worker, limit exposure time, ensure medical screening. Third is the personal protective equipment, PPE. Use of mask, that is N95 or industrial respirator, goggles and protective clothing. Fourth is a health surveillance. Regular lung function testing, X-ray chest, and screening for tuberculosis or asthma. Fifth is education and training. Worker must be trained on hazards, PPE use, and early symptom reporting. Legislation and employers' response. Enforce safety law under Factory Act, Mine Act, and the Occupational Safety, Health, and Working Condition Codes. So, in a conclusion, let us remember the breadth of every worker is as important as their labor. We must build a working culture where health and safety are not optional but a basic right. On this International Workers' Day, let us pledge to protect the lungs that builds our nation by making every workplace safe, healthy, and breathable. Thank you.